Yeah, this makes me look obese, but I don't care because I'm comfy.
You look beautiful at all times.
Wow. Well, my face is perfect. You're like, it is not because I'm your friend.
When I say stuff like that, okay, you know how I am.
Yeah.
I never just compliment out of flattery for real. That is part of the beauty of our friendship is it's real when I say you have the most perfect face I've ever seen.
Wow, I'm glad this is on camera. I'm just gonna like loop this and play it on repeat forever.
It'd be your little like
what if I fall asleep to that? Wait, Tina, if you're watching, shut this off, okay? We are not gay. We are not.
She's definitely not gonna watch.
But we are in love.
She's
deeply
not gonna watch.
That's the funniest thing is like we talk about some of the shit that we say on here, and it's only gonna get more unhinged, by the way. And I'm like, good thing my boyfriend doesn't watch.
I know.
Good thing your mom doesn't watch.
I know.
My parents aren't watching. Anyways, welcome back. We are your cosmic besties. I'm Caitlin Kaerhart, numerologist, author, and astrologer. This is my best friend, Sophie Wan,
astrologer and celestial guide.
And we are going to be talking about the weekly forecast for January 19th through the 25th. I love how cozy this is.
I know. You look so comfy.
I put a sweatshirt on. It makes, like, on camera, I look probably, like, much bigger. But I'm like, God, I just love being comfy cozy.
Oh, yes.
It's the season to be comfy cozy.
It is the season.
Put that on record. Comfy cozy season. All right. So let's get back to it, okay? Let's not ADHD this shit. So this is a numerological week 4. Yikes. Okay.
Oh,
4 is a
God.
tough energy, all right? Unless you're a life path 4, then you are going to be thriving this week, just like I'm thriving in this very comfy jumper. So 4 is all about stability, foundations, working hard, building your empire. Is
it a good week to do like home stuff, like home improvement, decorating the home, like, or you're like, no?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Because, foundations come in all different shapes.
I'm just trying to plan for my life here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So 4 is a foundational energy, right? So it literally means your physical home, where like 6 is home is where the heart is.
Yeah.
4 is, this is your home. Actually, I've known several people who in their year 4 had, like a pipe burst in their house, or I remember my surgeon had a mudslide come and destroy his house. Oh
my God.
Yeah, and he didn't have insurance.
No.
Yeah, because the real estate agent he bought the house from was like, oh, you definitely don't need this.
Yeah.
And it's cost like literally millions of dollars for him to try and fix it. It's crazy. They were like, it's a whole thing, okay? But anyways, that's the 4 energy, right? Not saying your house is going to be destroyed, just like things can happen in the home. Good things, bad things, right? There's a light and a shadow side to each number. Mm-hmm. So, you can go and do a 4 and you're like Sophie said, I'm going to feng shui my home.
Yeah.
I'm going to redecorate. Like I've been looking at this couch I want to buy. I want this nice, soft, blue, velvety couch.
Yeah.
Or, you could have some unexpected thing happen like, oh man, this pipe burst, I got to get it fixed. Mm-hmm. There's this damage. Again, like it's foundational, which means it's going to be physical home. Mm-hmm. But the important thing to know about the 4 is that because it's about the foundations of your life, I have found through client work that foundations really come from where you're building your foundations. So I've gone through breakups in my year 4s.
Yeah.
And 4 is not a relationship energy. It's not a love energy at all. But in the past, I had some codependent tendencies and I would build the foundation of my life
around
the relationship. I even had a company with my ex, and so that made things a bit complicated when I was like, this is not the right relationship. Yeah. I gotta go. But, the foundation of like my finances and my physical home and my business were built with this person. So, I got the rug kind of pulled out from under me.
Yeah.
And again, it's important to note, like, where are you actually building the foundations of your life? Mm-hmm. And are they working for you?
Yeah.
Right? So think about that. And foundations can be relationship, work, your physical home. Maybe you're like, I don't actually want to live in this city anymore. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's so many things that people consider the foundations of their life, but look at those cornerstones of your life and see where changes need to be made. 4 also is so important to note is the number of breakthroughs. So every time I'm in a 4 energy, friends are in a 4 energy, they always have massive breakthroughs. So expect some sort of breakthrough to come through this week. I always try and be a little more intentional with it. So I'll journal like, okay, like I'm feeling a bit confused about this area of my life. I'm looking for guidance. Then the breakthrough comes, you know, within a couple of days of that usually. So get kind of clear on where you want that breakthrough to come. Also know that breakthroughs typically come through a breakdown. It's very much that energy of like, you know, feeling so burdened and then you just like have this massive emotional breakdown, cry it out. And then afterwards you're like, oh, I have the answer.
Yeah.
You know, and that happens because you're moving the energy through you, right?
Yeah.
The universe isn't trying to punish you. It's trying to help you get into the most aligned version of yourself and who you are. So again, breakthroughs. And the other thing I want to say is this is a really, really good week for building things and for work. So I used to always joke that the 4 energy is like work till you die. It's intense and you might feel like, oh my God, my workload is so intense right now. It's so heavy. Like, how am I going to get it all done? You will.
Yeah.
Bit by bit. And you know, when I was writing my book, I was so overwhelmed and I was like, how am I going to write this? Oh my God, it's so much. And I remember Sophie was like, how do we eat an elephant? Chunk by chunk. And she kept telling me that. And I was like,
that is one of the most disturbing. I like think about that. And
it's really weird.
I should probably stop saying
stop saying that.
It's weird.
Creepy.
Hey, but it helped you.
It helped me. That and the Pomodoro method.
Yeah.
So I've talked about this before, but basically you set a timer for 20 minutes and you work. And then you have 2 minutes off, then 20 minutes, then 2 minutes off. You do that 4 times. And then at the end of that, you take like a 10-minute breather.
Yeah.
And it really helped because a lot of times we're like, I'm not motivated. I'm not inspired. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to write. And then if you just actually get going, it will come.
Just flows.
Yeah. So that's my advice for this week. I know I've talked a lot about the 4, and there are some important astrological things we got to break down for y'all. So let's start off with Sun conjunct Pluto on January 20th.
God. I mean, and I just want to note that like we just came off of a full moon week, okay? Like
full moon rising.
Which was really intense. And by the end of that, like last week, you should have been in a place where you're like actually assessing what you value because it was a Venus conjunct Saturn. So by that last week, I was like, starting this week off, if you're wondering what the heck do I value, I think that actually lines really well with the 4. And then this Sun conjunct Pluto, in my opinion, is like ego breakdown, aligns with the 4. Yeah.
It's not a vibe.
We move into then a bunch of Mercury energy, Mercury opposite Mars on Thursday, Mercury trine Uranus on Thursday. It's like Thursday's a Mercury day, so communication and logistics and plans. If all your plans are going to shit on Thursday, let them because universe and God is trying to get you to pivot. Redirection is protection. And that's what I think is like actually moving through this week is like, you're assessing what your values are. Then you have your fucking ego breakdown. And then you're having to really reassess those plans, communication.
Yeah.
Right. And then by the end of the week, you're like, oh, I'm clear because you've got Venus trine Mars on Saturday. So you're like, oh, finally, like, okay, I think I really know what it is that I value and what I love. But that's actually how I'm really seeing the astrology. How are you seeing it?
Listen, y'all. Venus trine Mars is a very sexy day.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a great day for sex.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to say, okay?
I love that.
Venus and Mars are coming together.
Oh my God, the way you're saying it.
I'm trying to be like those creepy, like late night, like NPR, but like, hello, everyone. Welcome to this sexy transit. Venus trine Mars. Time to get down with your lover. It's going to be hot. It's going to be spicy. It's going to be filled with kinks.
Oh my God.
Get down, baby.
I can't can't take you seriously in your comfy, cozy sweatshirt.
I'm comfy. I'm cozy. That's me. Yo.
Thank you for adding that bit in because I totally forgot. And this is why I have you here and I love you. Jesus Christ.
Wow, wow.
She's got background music.
Right? I feel sexier in my comfy
Oh my
clothes.
God.
What can I say? I am embracing sexiness in
Yes.
this kind of thing. But y'all ladies who are watching, I don't think men go through this, but y'all ladies who are watching, you know what it's like when you're out and you're in tight-fitting clothes and skinny jeans or like, I don't know, tight tops, and you come home and you put your
cozy
ugly
shit on.
jumper on,
and you're like,
so baggy.
you feel this release and you're like, oh, thank God.
I mean, I'm sitting crisscross applesauce right now. I'm fucking thriving. I mean, I'm probably going to put on a sexy top after this. But like, now I'm inspired because Venus is trining Mars.
I can't take it seriously when you say it like that. You're making me uncomfortable.
Hey, baby, you want to come
You're making
over?
my mom uncomfortable.
Tina, turn it off. We are not romantically involved. I know it looks like we are because the love is just, it's funny though because Sophie and I were talking the other day. We're like, can you see me married? And we both were like, no, I can't see you married like at all. And we both looked at each other and I'm like, do you think we might just like end up alone together?
Like Marvelous Mrs. Basil stuff.
Yeah, and we both were like,
yeah.
And then we started looking at property in Ibiza.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
But your mom doesn't watch this, so whatever. I know, Ashleisha, you're still watching. You're still with us. You're always in my heart. Anyways.
I was always in your heart.
Well, you're like the main part of my heart. You're like 90% of it. Maybe like 95. But then the other 5% belongs to you, Ashleisha. Okay, let us know you're still here, girl. Comment. So anyways, that is the week. If y'all are jiving with everything we're saying and you're like, I love astrology, I love numerology, y'all are the best, check out the description box because we have all kinds of offerings to help support you on your journey. Some of them are free even. So we're here for you. We are your cosmic besties and we'll see you next week.
Yes.